Hello everyone and welcome to the start of this new YouTube series. It's Do You Know Counter-Strike, where I'm testing famous members of broadcast talent to see if they know their knowledge of Counter-Strike. Today joining me is Dinko. Adam, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I see you've brought in, you said you got some famous ones coming up.
Yeah.
I'm coming in to, test the waters.
No, you're up there.
And make sure we sort everything out. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if I know Counter-Strike today, Brandon. I might embarrass myself. So that's what I'm ready for.
You won't be. It should be fine, right? So look, we're gonna get you doing a few rounds to kind of warm up. So we got the trivia round first off, and this should be a nice easy one. So when did the Negev change prices from $5,700 to $1,700? Was it in April 2017, March 2018, July 2019, or October 2021?
So you've kicked this whole show off saying this should be a nice easy one. I mean, we're forgetting that the time period of 2019 to now has kind of just been a sort of a blink in time that I haven't really remembered how time kind of works within that period with the pandemic and everything. So I actually don't remember this, but I'm gonna say I feel like it was 2018, right? It was. Okay. Was it 2018? Yeah.
So you wanna lock in 2018?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Cool. You're right. It is March 2018.
Okay. It wasn't easy, but I felt like that's around the time period.
Okay, well, look, this is probably. To be fair, I've given you quite a hard one. But
oh, thank you.
I thought, I knew you know your stuff. It's fine. It's the Negev. It's the best gun in the game. So I thought that it'd be pretty simple. Okay, well, look, you done well on that one. How about the map screenshots? So I'm gonna bring up a screenshot. Here's your first one.
Okay, let me get a little closer to the screen here. So I feel like an archaeologist. I'm gonna examine the sort of scriptures on the side. All right, this would be ancient.
Okay.
And it seems like I see a lamp in the top right, so we're looking at the floor. Because the lamp doesn't sit like that on a roof or on a wall. So we're looking at the floor from like a bird's eye view. I'm gonna say we're like in Jaguar, that area, sort of. Yeah,
you'd be right. This is a cave floor, ancient.
There we go.
There we go. Nice little perspective change. So
yeah, I like that.
That's the nice one. We'll go on to the next one. This one here. Where is this?
Well, this would be on Inferno. And I believe this is. Let's have a look a little closer again. Is this second middle? I think it's second middle.
It is not second middle.
No. The bike. It might be in the pit, maybe. Yeah, it would be pit. That's pit under the graveyard.
No.
No, then I'll give it up.
Okay.
It's Inferno. I don't know.
It is. There's a lot of bikes on Inferno. This one's a bit harsher because this one's actually out of the map.
It's out of the map. Okay,
yeah.
So it's not even something I would actually look at. Okay, that was a trick question, Brandon. That was a trick question.
It's behind Moto.
Yeah. I was gonna say Moto, but then I remembered it was like sort of like a motorcycle, not a bicycle, so I didn't say it. I wouldn't have said behind that.
All right, so you did well on that. You got 3 points out of the possible 4.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. We're then gonna go into logos. With these ones, basically these are logos that existed maybe in Counter-Strike, or maybe they didn't. I've edited with a few of them.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they didn't. That's the game, right?
It's fake logos.
Logo loco, right? So
again,
here's the first one. Did this logo exist in Counter-Strike?
Yeah, that's Heat's logo, right?
Yep, that's the old Heat logo.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. Okay, what about this one?
This one didn't exist. It's kind of like a combination between two heroic logos, it feels like, from what I remember. I think there was a similar logo to this, but it was green.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it was green. Okay.
Yeah, heroic just makes so many different logos. I feel like this is the organization that changed the logo the most out of any. And for some reason, every logo seems to get worse with heroic as well. So I don't get it, but yeah,
I liked the one, where it was just a green helmet, and they had that for a bit. That was pretty cool.
They've had some good ones and they've had some bad ones. But yeah, I think they made like it after the green one. This was the green one, right? And then they transitioned to right after. So yeah, I would say that. Oh, there we go.
Nice stuff. All right, and you even got the color right, so that's good.
Yep.
What about this one?
So this is like double pony, right? I don't know. Didn't pay too much attention to double pony. So I'm gonna say it was their logo, just because I wouldn't know any different really.
Okay. Think about what you've just said. What's the team called?
Is it double pony?
It is double pony. But what's in the logo?
It's a horse, so it's not a pony.
It's one pony. This logo had 2 ponies on it.
Okay.
double pony.
So did I get half? Did I get single pony? Did I get single points for the single pony?
Ooh. You can get, a point. I don't know. It's the first episode, right?
It looks like a budget Lamborghini logo. You know, like
that's
it's a combination of like a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. That's what this logo is.
Yeah, we'll throw it up on screen what it actually looks like. But basically, there's a horse in the background of the other one, so it's a bit harsh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This was a nightmare to Photoshop as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. This is yeah, because it's similar enough for me not to have noticed the difference, and I didn't really pay too much attention to, you know, the logo of double pony. So I suppose when I look at this, it is a little difficult to know if it's true. So that's a good one. That's a good trick one to come up.
All right, cool. And finally for this round, what is this logo? Did it exist?
Yes, it did exist, and this is just a wild sort of why the hell have you done this moment for VP. It's like they had such a legendary team, such a great brand within CS, and black and orange was just like the perfect color scheme, and for some reason, just for a small period of time, they switched to purple and green. It's probably one of the most grotesque color schemes we've seen. So this one is definitely a real logo. I couldn't believe they did this. But maybe you've like tricked me and like changed the purple and the green around. But I'd say this is definitely a logo.
This is definitely the logo. This did exist. You're smashing it, man. Like you're doing really well. This next round is basically like a career roadmap. It's a silhouette of a player, and his he's previously played in OG. So it starts off OG. If you want to ask, I think you can get a couple
like OG
hints.
is in Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming. And pretty much, if you can guess a player. If you get it wrong, we move on, and I'll reveal more teams as it goes. Earlier you guess it, the more points you get.
So I'm trying to think of like who was in sort of Optic Gaming overall, and obviously they had 2 relatively well-known Optic Gaming teams. They had the North American one where they had like Rush and NAF, etc., right? And they made the final of E-League one season. Or they maybe won it. They had Stanislaw over there too. But it doesn't look like any of those guys. So then the other Optic team was this sort of weird international team they put together where they had like Alu, Magus, Boy at the time, HS. Definitely not HS. The hair is just too good here. I'm going to go Magus when he was sort of a boy.
All right. It is not Magus.
Okay.
Here's your... And also, I think... important to add now for the future. These are all players that play in tier 1. Okay, so the next team this guy went for after Optic is he went to Heroic.
He went to Heroic after Optic? Oh shit. Okay. Was it Snappy?
It is Snappy. So,
okay.
Yeah, after he went to Contact, which is probably where you would have got it if you didn't get Heroic, then ends at Snappy.
Yeah, that's a good picture because it didn't look like Snappy from the pictures. I was like, who the hell is this guy? And then I forgot that he was even in that Optic team to begin with. And then as soon as Heroic came out, it kind of clicked that he had been in that team. But that's good. I think that picture definitely threw me off for a while.
Yeah.
If I didn't get the Heroic one, I feel like I would have probably taken him right to the end before I guessed Snappy.
All right, well, all good. You smashed that. Okay, here's a slightly harder one because we've got an additional team. So here's the first one, and he played for G2.
Played for G2. Okay. Analyzing the picture. It's an old G2 logo. Now, I don't know if you've picked this logo for that specific reason. Was he in this team during that era?
Maybe.
Because G2, they bought the old Kinguin team originally, so you could go all the way back to that. So we're looking at like Fox even could be, but looking at this outline, this silhouette, it's quite thick body here. And that wouldn't be body because that would not be him. G2. This is Fat Nico, isn't it? Is this Fat Nico?
It is not. It is not Nico.
His
Right.
first team was G2.
Second one, FaZe.
I definitely would have just kept going down that Nico. FaZe.
That was the trap.
G2 and FaZe. Who was in G2 and FaZe though? It wasn't Nico. This one is difficult. This one is difficult because the picture makes him look relatively large. So I don't know if that's gonna.
We've had good photos here.
Okay, so these photos are trying to throw me off. So I should just try and think of like who actually went G2 to FaZe.
Yeah, I specifically did it so you couldn't just guess it on the silhouette. Otherwise, I was like, it just ruins the whole point of it, right? Do you want to guess, or do you want to move on to the third team? Do you want another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and guess off the back of this. I just need a second longer for my brain to try and rattle through the annals of history. I suppose Rain. Would it be Rain?
It's not Rain.
Okay.
It's a good guess, but it's not Rain. Then he went to Dignitas.
Was it AZ?
No.
Okay.
It's not AZ. After Dignitas, this player went to Renegades.
This player went to Renegades. He was in all these teams.
G2, then he went to FaZe.
This is going to be one of the super obvious ones that I just, for some reason, have drawn a blank on. It's Renegades. Okay. So he just got progressively more washed as his career went on then, did he?
He plays in Tier 1.
He's currently plays in Tier 1.
Appeared at the last major.
Holy. Okay. Why am I not getting this one? Now he went from G2 to FaZe to Dignitas to Renegades. What a weird path that this guy took. I can't even. I'm drawing a blank completely on this one. It's gonna be so obvious as well. Once I see it.
Or maybe you'll get it when I reveal the last team to you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Do that one. All right.
Apex.
Apex. Okay, yeah, it's not getting any easier for some reason.
Do you want I can give you a hint. I can give you the nationality of the player.
Okay, do that.
Norwegian.
Why am I not getting the Norwegian? Oh, Jacob. Oh my god, I just forgot about his existence. I actually just straight up forgot about his existence. How have I done that? Yeah, that's crazy. It's so obvious. Now that I look at it, it's just like, okay, yeah, he was in that Kingwin team.
Yep.
He was that went to FaZe. After the G2. Okay, yeah, this is so obvious now that I've seen it. But that was a good one. That one threw me off big time. I just forgot about Jacob fucking being in existence, to be honest.
You got the snappy one though. You got the snappy one quite quick.
True, but I screwed that one up big time.
Yeah, but to be fair, like there's a lot of traps you can fall into with this one. It's like you can do the G2 route to FaZe, and you can immediately go Nico. You can immediately go Rain. So
yeah, but yeah, Nico didn't go though. He went from FaZe to G2, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just I don't know how I didn't get this one.
It's all good. You can make it up in this one. This one's called Roster Mania. I've made a team, and in this team, there's 5 players that play together, but the difference is they might not have. So I'll show you the picture. So this is the team, right? These guys all played for G2, or did they? That's what you need to try and figure out. And then basically it's okay. And do you know which player?
Taz.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, right. It's not too bad. However, it was Innocent, Mihu, Malspera. They did all play under G2 when G2 went through that Polish roster pickup. So all 4 of them did play. It was just Taz that wasn't, obviously, because he was part of VP.
Strange time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really think about that. Like, there's a period of which G2 had polls on the team. You know, a little bit weird.
A little bit strange. But there you go. Smash that one. Back on track. Let's see how you do on this one, Dinko. This one is called Bingo Blitz. Pretty much you've got this grid in front of you, and you need to fill it in. So, for example, the first one would be a FaZe player that is Danish, that has played or is playing for FaZe at the moment. The second one down is a CS:GO major, so you have to name a CSGO player that is Danish that's won a major, a CSGO player that used to play or has played on MIB or is playing on MIBR that's won a major, etc. So I'll let you fill in the grid, and then each one's worth a point.
Okay, well, FaZe, first of all, Danish Carrigan. Then we have a major winner who's Danish. We'll go Device. And then for Liquid Danish player, we go Pimp. And then for the FaZe, sorry, MIBR FaZe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one's a bit more tough, so we'll come back to that one. We'll start with, I guess, the major and MIBR would be. We'll go with Fallen, and then we'll go with Liquid Taco for MIBR, and yeah, let's go Shocks for Liquid French.
Yep.
And then Major French will go Apex. And FaZe MIBR and FaZe France. That's a little more difficult. So let's think about it. Who's French and part of FaZe? Now that's a lot more difficult to figure out. Hard to remember all that way. Kiyoshima maybe was probably he played for FaZe, correct?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that would be the French one. But Brazilian. MIBR. Does it have to be a coach? Could it be a coach? Because Yanko did both.
I think we can let you have both.
Okay. Well, Yanko was a coach for FaZe and MIBR, so Yanko would be also the comparison I would draw there.
Do you know what? I'll throw that in. You could find Cold Zero.
Cold Zero, yeah, I forgot about that for a while. Yeah, Yanko's time is probably more memorable for me.
Oh wow!
But I suppose the Cold Zero announcement video. How could anybody forget that one? That was so crazy. But yeah, okay, Yanko or Cold Zero. We'll take. Yeah, I like that. Right. There was a couple links there.
We'll do Yanko. That's fine.
Yeah,
we smashed that. You're 9 out of 9. So that's really good. And I'll be honest, Dinko, you've scored very highly on this. I think I need to make the questions harder after you said the trivia one and the map one were a bit hit and miss. But no, you've done really well. So thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you. And well, we asked the question, do you know counter? It's clear that Dinko does.
Yeah, I guess I do a little bit. The player one was the one bit I got thrown on, and I like that. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'll watch every Apex game from this point onwards, and I'll watch back every game in the major too.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you soon with another episode of Do You Know Counter.